guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited today because I have some new products from Jaclyn Cosmetics. She released a line for winter and there were some things that I picked up. I didn't pick up the entire collection, but I picked up the ones that spoke to me. So there is a face palette that we use today, as well as these shimmer top coats. I picked up 3 different shades. And then on top of that, I also compared them to the favorite ones I have in my collection from Hourglass and Jaclyn Cosmetics. So if you're new here, hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications of new videos, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. But if you wanna see, 1, how I got this look, and 2, how they compare to some of the other products in my collection, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, I've already primed my eyelids and I do need to put some eyeshadow down, but we're gonna be playing around with these 3 from Jaclyn Cosmetics, the shimmer top coats. So I have this one in tinsel, which is just kind of like more of that slate gray. I'll swatch them here in a second for you. Then there is glassy, which kind of has like a pink hue to it. And then you have icicle. And when I was looking at these kind of reminded me of the Hourglass Scattered Lights and the Marc Jacobs sequins. But I also like the Kylie shimmer toppers that I use all the time. And you can't get those in her new collection. So I wanted to try these out and see how they compare. Okay, so this first one is icicle, which is just kind of like that champagne-y gold shade. It's really pretty. Then this one right here is the pink one in glassy. They look very similar when swatched on my fingers, but there is a pink hue to glassy. And then this third one is tinsel, and it's just kind of that slate gray. So I do want to swatch them real quick for you. Those are beautiful. And glassy, oh, I kind of want to use that one today. I thought I was going to go for icicle because it's more of that champagne-y shade, but I really like that pink hue. So I might have to change up the eyeshadow palette that I thought I was going to be using with this. Okay, so I did grab the Hourglass Scattered Lights. I want to compare those two because I have the one in Aura, which is kind of that pink shade, which is kind of like glassy. And then I also have this one in Reflect, which is that champagne-y shade. So I want to compare that one to Icicle. And then also in the Jaclyn Cosmetics, I have this one, which is More Pie Please, which is my go-to champagne shade when I'm trying to just glitter up some of my makeup. And then I also have Coffee Bean, which is kind of that like slate gray. You can't really tell with this. But I wanted to swatch them a little bit just so you can get kind of a comparison. Okay, so we'll start out with Aura. This is the Hourglass Scattered Lights. You can really tell the difference in the pink shade. So right here, it's more pink than silver, and this one has more of like the glittery like shimmer in it. So very different if you're trying to find something that's more on the glittery side. And this has like micro glitter for the Jaclyn, and then this one has kind of chunky silver glitter in it. But they are very different, so you know, that compare and contrast. So now I want to compare my favorite Kylie. This one is the Shimmer Eye Glaze. This is More Pie Please. This one is one of my favorites. Look how, oh, so yummy. And then this one is the Hourglass Scattered Lights. This is Reflect. So the one on my pointer, this one is Kylie. This is Hourglass right here. And then compared to, oh, there's so much more payoff in both of these compared to the Jaclyn, but I like the Kylie one better than both of them. So let me swatch those real quick for you. So I'm gonna do Kylie right there and then Hourglass right there. They're so different. But if you're trying to get something with a little bit of glitter and shimmer and like that champagne-y shade, this one in Icicle is really pretty. And then this last one from Kylie, this is Coffee Bean. This is more of kind of like, see, I don't even think they're the same. And for some reason I thought they were. I'll still swatch it so you can see, and I really, really hope that Kylie brings these back because they are stunning. Oh, see? Okay, there's no comparison. They're not even the same color. But I do like this one because it's subtle, and if I was just trying to do like a brown shimmery eyeshadow look, this would be something that I would gravitate towards. Whereas this one is very much that like smoky and like oil slick. But I mean, when it comes to champagne shades, I'm gonna go towards Hourglass or Kylie. Oh, this one right here though, Glassy from Jaclyn, is so beautiful and juicy. But if you're looking for something new to try out, these 3 shades are really pretty. I didn't get all of them. There were 6 shades, but I just knew that I wanted to pick up some of them, and the ones that were more in my like wheelhouse, I wanted to, you know, focus on. So let me go ahead, find an eyeshadow palette to use this shade Glassy with, and we'll work on our eye look. Okay, you guys, so for this, because it's pink, I want to gravitate towards something a little more pinky, burgundy. So I'm gonna use the Natasha Denona Retro Palette. This has some stunning shades in here. And by all means, Natasha Denona has some amazing shimmer shades, but I wanna play around with this and use the Jaclyn Cosmetics one. So let's dive into this eyeshadow palette. I'm just gonna go into this shade Andy. I'm gonna put that into the crease and the outer V, just kind of build it up a little bit. Nothing too crazy. And then I'm gonna go into this shade right here, Rebellion, which is just that like lovely cranberry shade. As subtle as that is, I think it's really pretty. Okay, and now for this shade Glassy, I'm just gonna take that on my middle finger. It's pretty. Okay, so I think swatched, it was super beautiful. They do feel a little bit dry. Let's see if we can build it up a little bit. You really can't tell that it's kind of like a pink shade. I know that it's grabbing the pink eyeshadow. Okay, that built up a little bit more. I do like it. I'm gonna go back into the Natasha Denona, back into Rebellion, that beautiful cranberry shade, and just build up the outer V. Gonna go do this eye, some face makeup, and then I have something else from that same release from Jaclyn Cosmetics. Okay, you guys, so I did finish off the eye. I just kind of took this shade from the outer V and drug it under just to kind of finish it off and make it cohesive. But for the cheeks and highlighter, there was also this face palette that was released. This is the shade Winter Sun, and this blush is right up my alley. So there are 2 highlighters in here, this champagne shade and then this white icy shade. I do want to swatch them for you. So those are the shades in the face palette. And I gravitate towards peaches when it comes to blush, but let's see. Ooh, okay. Those are really pretty. Okay, so to finish off the inner corner and the brow bone, I think I'm gonna go into this white icy shade. That is the shade Royal Icing. And I'm just gonna grab my little pencil brush. Ooh, that's really pretty. Super icy. And then on my highlighting brush, just grab a little bit of that shade. That is not a little. Let's see if we can blend some of that out. And then go into the blush. And this is supposed to be like a cream to powder formula. So the blush is in the shade Avalanche. That may have been too much. Oh yeah, a lot came off. All right, we will disperse. just dip in slightly. I have made this mistake in the past. Just boop in, and that is it. Let's see if we can diffuse that out a little bit. Nothing a damp brush can't, or damp sponge can't fix. Okay, kind of blended in a little bit better. Okay, so for highlighter, I'm gonna use this middle shade. That is in the shade Avalanche. It's pretty, it's not like super blinding, but I also feel like if I wanted it to be super blinding, I could build it up. Oh yeah. That's really pretty. On the tip of the nose. I also feel like if you want this golden champagne-y shade to be lighter, you could mix the two highlighters together. I like this. I like a face palette that has either bronzer, blush, and highlighter, 2 highlighters and a blush, 2 blushes and a highlighter. Like, I like being able to mix it up. These make it easy to travel with. Just chuck it in your makeup bag and, you know, call it a day. Especially depending on like your mood. I like that there is a lighter highlighter in there just because I'll mix them, and when I do have a darker base on because maybe I didn't shade match properly, it gives me options. But I do like the iciness of this highlighter, and then I was still able to do like a golden highlight. I did use the Jaclyn Cosmetics bronzer. This one is in the shade Sandy. I love this, and so I set my face and did powder, and then I was still able to go in with this on top of it, and it doesn't disturb the makeup. I love that. Okay, let me go do my brows, eyeliner, mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I am back, and this is the final look. I just went with some lip gloss. It's the Kylie Nightmare on Elm Street lip lacquer. This has been one of my favorites. It feels so good on the lips. It's a really pretty shade, and I reach for it all the time. So if you have not picked this up, go check to see if they still have it. It came in a 3-set with 2 other red shades. This one is one of my favorites. Okay, guys, so now for the shimmer top coats. My thoughts on these, like, they're pretty, but I don't know. So Tinsel, which is that like slate gray shade, I'll play around with this. I'll try it out. Maybe it'll grow on me. I don't have a shade like this in my collection. Now the other two. So we'll start with Glassy, which is the one that I have on here. That's really, really pretty. The downside is in here, it looks like a really pretty pink, but on my eyes, it looks more of like a peachy pink. And I don't gravitate towards like peachy pinks like that. I do like it. I think it's really pretty on the eyes. The sparkle is subtle. It's not overbearing. And I think it adds a little dimension to the eye look. So I'll play around with this some more. I think I can probably use this for work. It's not super glittery. I like this one more than Icicle. This one is Icicle. It's the champagne-y shade. You guys, so the shade is pretty, but when I swatch it and then I compare it to the Kylie shimmer top coats and the Hourglass Scattered Lights, those ones are more concentrated and more pigmented, something that I'm gravitating towards. If you want that subtle champagne shade, this is the one that you want. But it's not my favorite. It's not. But that's not the only thing I got from it. This collection also had the face palette. This is in Winter Sun, and it had these 3 shades. So you have this peachy blush, you have a gold champagne-y shade of highlighter, and then an icy white highlighter. I feel like this is one of my favorite products. Just the blush is really pretty. I was able to subdue it a little bit with a dampened sponge when I overdid it. And then the highlighter is beautiful. I was able to build it up a little bit, so if you want something subtle, you can just dip in once, put it on your face. If you wanted a little more blinding, you could go in for a second. I'm pretty sure, you know what? I haven't done setting spray. Let's try this out. So you do your setting spray. I like to press it down a little bit. It lets all the powders blend in. But I don't want to do too much on the cheeks because I want it to be a little bit damper for when I go into the highlighter. All right, so. Ooh, oh yeah, if you dampen it, like that, that definitely changed the dimension. Oh, you guys, yep. So if you want a super blinding, that's, you guys, it's buildable. There is nothing wrong with that. I know that I watched some videos about them. It didn't stop me from wanting to pick it up. But a lot of people were saying that they weren't the same quality that they were expecting. But you know what? Not everyone wants a blinding highlighter. Sometimes they want something they can build. Me personally, with my daily work schedule, I can't have a super blinding highlight. But when I get home, I'll add on more highlighter and it changes the dimension of my work makeup to my evening makeup. So I like it. You know, if you want it blinding, just put your setting spray on and then add a little bit more. There's nothing wrong with that. But you guys, this palette, super cute. And like I said, I like these for travel. That's it for this video. That's it for this look. Now you guys, I wanna know, are you picking up any of these things? Did you already order some things and you're just waiting for them to show up? Were you just not feeling the collection? Let me know down below. I'm interested to know. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Until my next video, you guys, bye. And I'll see you in the next one.